Hi, welcome to the Happy Wife Memoirs, and this is my first video of 2023. Oh gosh, I haven't made a video in so long, over a month now, that I actually feel extremely nervous making this one, so please bear with me. 2022 has been such a ridiculously tough year for me because on one hand it was the absolute best year of my life because I became a mom, and this is an experience that cannot be compared to anything, and I don't think you can beat that up by anything. That's lots of happiness on one hand, and on the other hand it was the hardest year of my life. There is obviously war in Ukraine, and on a more personal matter, I lost my father around Christmas time. He was quite old, and to be fair, he wasn't the healthiest person in the world, so I'm not gonna say that it came as a surprise, but honestly, how can someone prepare themselves for a loss of parent? I don't know. I don't want to be crying on YouTube. I'm so sorry. This is not what I meant. I was really hoping that I would be able to say that with a straight face. But to be fair, I stopped my therapy shortly before my father's accident, and I didn't have an opportunity to talk to a therapist about it. So I'm not quite sure how to deal with grief. This is the first time in my life that I'm dealing with grief that is so extremely close to me. I mean, I've had other relatives and relatives of my loved ones die before, but none of that was my own parent. Like that is the closest family members that I've ever lost in my life. And it's devastating. It's very, very devastating. Okay, on the bright note, I was very happy to be able to have an opportunity to spend 4 months together with my parents last year because, unfortunately, because of the war, they came to Germany because they were fleeing their home. But luckily for me, I got an opportunity to live with them in one house, and they got to meet their grandchild and spend lots of time with him, and that was an amazing experience that I'm very, very grateful for, regardless of the circumstances why it happened. Usually at the end of the year I summarize my achievements, and there haven't been that many last year because usually most of my achievements are based around financial and professional goals. But since I was on maternity leave for pretty much the entire year, I didn't have any professional goals, and well, financial goals were also on hold. Because in 2020 we bought our own house, and that was by far the absolute biggest financial achievement of my life that I could even think of. And I'm not sure how am I supposed to beat that up in the upcoming years. But also it kind of means that my husband and we can afford now to have a bit of a break from big financial goals, and we can just focus on appreciating what we have right now and what we have already achieved. And that is exactly what we are doing, because it's very easy to get into this wheel of always running towards new, bigger, higher, more extreme goals, and never having time to actually stop and observe and enjoy what you've already achieved. And we are trying to be extremely mindful about that, and we appreciate our house all the time. We take it slow, we slowly decorate the house, we try to make it our cozy, warm space where we like to spend our time, because we do spend a lot of time at home. We don't like to go out that much, and that's why having a cozy house is extremely important to us. That's that on financial area. On professional level, I managed to get a break of work for 1 year. That is absolutely amazing, and I'm super, super grateful to be living in such a country, in Germany, which allows you to legally super easily take a year off without much financial loss and without having to worry about your workplace, because I know for a fact that I will be able to come back to work and I don't need to worry about that at all. The government provides you financial support for the first year of staying at home. Legally, I could take up to 3 years, but let's be honest, we built a very big house and we do require a lot of money to maintain the lifestyle that my husband and I would like to maintain, and because of that, I should go back to work. Frederick is going to go to a kindergarten for little children start in March, and I'm somewhat excited but also anxious about it. I don't know how it's gonna go, and I really hope that he's gonna have a good time because that is very important for me. And my mom sent me to kindergarten when I was 1 year old too. And she said that I always had the time of my life. I loved going to kindergarten. I loved playing there with other children and new toys. And I really hope that this experience is going to be positive for Frederick as well. But that also means that in March I'll be going back to work as well. I work as a software developer, and I am also a little bit anxious because I haven't been doing any sort of intellectual IT related work in the last year, and it's going to be a little bit hard for me to come back, and I have a rather stressful and highly demanding job, but I'm also sure that that is going to be very good for my self-esteem, for my self-realization, and it's going to help me to separate myself from my mother side. And yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to work, and I'll have to see how things go with YouTube channel. Hopefully it's gonna grow. My plan is to try to combine all of that, and I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, but I'll do my best. And speaking of the nearest future, my husband and I are gonna go on a big vacation. In Germany, fathers can go on paternity leave too. And there is a very popular model in Germany where a father and the mother take simultaneously parental leave for a month or two towards the end of the first year of the child's life and go on a big vacation as a family. And that is exactly what we're gonna do. And I'm super excited. I have so many ideas about what kind of content I'm gonna be able to make. I hope you're gonna stick around and support me on this journey. Obviously, you can follow me on Instagram. I think I'll be posting there much more in lifetime than on YouTube. Those are the plans. I also really hope that I'll be able to get out of massages and hopefully try to take care of my back, because the first year of being a mother hasn't been very kind to my back. I'll have to show a little bit of love to myself and my back, and probably my belly muscles as well. I'm not a workout kind of person. I wish I were, but I'm not, and I find it extremely hard to find motivation to work out. So that is something I really need to work on and really need to focus and make an effort to do. I think this is enough for a chit chat for the first video of 2023. I promise you the next video is gonna be much more informative. And for now, please let me know in the comments, what are you focusing on in this year? What is your goal for 2023? And I wish you a peaceful sky above your head and a very lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!